This week's episode is brought to you by Fairy Godmother Travel. They can give you all of your Disney travel needs. Be sure to email them at communicoreweekly@fairygodmothertravel.com and tell them we sent you.
Communicore Weekly. Come on and get geeky with five around boats and five-legged goats. Communicore Weekly. You might get some freaking. You waited all week. I'm sure you already know this. The greatest online show.
Hello and welcome to Communicore Weekly, the greatest online show and home of the world's first pair of independently born identical twins. I'm George.
And I'm Jeff. And George, you just went on a very lovely trip, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Went to Dollywood.
Well, what are you doing? Don't tell me now. I want you to save it for the trip report.
On Facebook.
Well,
I mean, come on. I mean, that's part of it anyway. Yes, went on a lovely trip with my family, and my boys' friends went with us. That way they wouldn't fight in the van, you know. So if each of the boys took a friend with them, we just ended up spending, twice as much on food, twice as much on souvenirs, twice as much on tickets. But we had a lovely time.
That sounds like a lot of fun, though. I'm kind of jealous you went to Dollywood, and I really want to go, especially since we talked about it.
Yeah, we should have a meetup there. What? I know a few people in the area. One Jenny, somebody in particular that wants to meet us there.
That's pretty far for me, though.
It is. But hey, I'm coming to California to go to D23. That's pretty far from me.
Disneyland out here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Come on, George. True. Actually, I do want to go to Dollywood, so
yeah.
Maybe I'll take a ride out with Adam sometime.
Yeah, but it'll take you like 4 weeks.
Whatever, that's fine. What else am I doing?
Stop at every, lost tunnel, every, buried underground lake.
You're actually making this trip sound like a lot of fun to me. I don't know about you guys.
In every dead zombie garden.
Hey, sold. Like that too. Sold. So I guess let's hear your trip report.
Yay!
Hop, step, jump, and skip. We took a trip, and this is our trip report.
Hello everyone. We are gathered around the table tonight to give you a trip report about our most recent trip to Dollywood, which is located in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And this was the first trip for all of us. And when I say all of us, I brought some special guests with us this time. We've got Sumner, who's 11-year-old.
Hi.
We've got TJ, who's 12 years old.
Sup?
We've got Connery, who's 16 years old.
Yo.
And we've got Hunter, who's 15.
Hello.
And of course, I'm old enough to be doing the podcast. Anyway, we want to talk about Dollywood because it's the first time we've been there. We really had a good time. Some of my first impressions about the park were it was really beautiful. It's grown over the 50 some odd years when it's been Rebel Railroad and Gold Rush Junction and things like that. But they're celebrating their 30th anniversary as Dollywood, so we're really excited about that. Well, let's go a little bit around the table because Sumner's very antsy to talk about some stuff. Sumner, what was your favorite part of the day?
The 30-inch pizza and the scrambler, definitely.
You like the scrambler. We'll talk about the pizza in a little bit. That was really cool. TJ, what was your favorite part of the day?
I like shopping.
You like shopping?
Ducks.
And the ducks. You like the ducks.
Ducks were good.
Plus,
okay.
I like looking at the ducks, but one of them fell over. I thought he was dead for a while.
He was just maybe sleeping?
No, I think he was dead.
Well, let's hope not. We don't think he was dead. Connery, what was your favorite part of the day?
I did like the shopping and the restaurants, but the fact that they opened as late as they did was a little disappointing.
You mean, they opened at 10 o'clock?
Yeah. No, 11.
No, they were open at 10.
Although a lot of the ones I saw were open.
Yeah, some of the shops didn't open till 11.
Yeah, a lot of the shops and the stores and a lot of the restaurants didn't open till 11 when the park itself opened at 10.
Yeah, because they knew people were going to rush to roller coasters and stuff like that. So, Hunter, tell me what was your favorite part?
I did enjoy a lot of the atmosphere itself. People were nice, a lot of store clerks could hold a conversation, you could speak to them, get a good laugh out of them for the most part. Though I will say one thing, I didn't like the trade. Sure, you could see people go along, you get a nice little tour of Dollywood itself, but the amount of smoke it let off the entire time just by that little short ride
It is a coal-fired engine.
Yeah.
They have 2 of them, and it puts off a lot of soot. And there
Yeah.
was a part we were standing in the what was the name of that place where we guys were? The country fair part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the smoke just blew through because it's very close
I
to
know
it.
personally for me, and I know there's other people like that. It gives
Yeah.
me migraines when I smell
Yeah, so
stuff
you gotta
like
be
that.
careful
So,
around that.
I'm
Yep.
just saying it
Well,
might
and you
be.
can't forget the ride that I went on when my nose bled.
Yes, somebody was a little frightened to ride Blazing Fury, and his blood pressure got high and his nose bled a little bit on it.
Yeah.
It was that's a dark ride from 1978, and I was excited about it, but
It was originally called Fire in the Hole.
it was always called Blazing Fury.
No, it was.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about the history later. I thought the part I loved
Fire in the Hole.
Mystery Mine. Thought that was a spectacular roller coaster.
That one was actually really fun.
It had a lot of unexpected turns. And
It did.
upside down.
I
and,
do wish it was longer though.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really short, but it knocked the wind out of me.
Yeah. It was
Yeah, the 90. Yeah, going up 90 degrees and then
coming
straight
back down. But the effects were pretty cool, and we did get to use the Cubot or the line share or line saver a few times, which was neat. Basically, they give you a little device that you hold on to, and you make a reservation for a ride, and it tells you when you can go stand in line. It actually vibrates and says, you can go to the special queue to queue entrance. And it probably saved us Mystery Mine. We only ended up waiting about 3 or 4 minutes when the line was about 45 minutes because we could time it just right.
Yeah,
As
we
well.
we could eat first and then go get on the ride and they're good.
Yep. So talking about eating, we went and got the lumberjack pizza, which was 30 inches. It was humongous.
But it was delicious.
It was
Yes.
great.
We got pepperoni pizza, and it was cheese pizza, and TJ is bursting at the seams to tell you how many pieces he ate.
3.
I ate 3 pieces.
by himself.
We
yeah.
left just half of a piece on there. We did have 8 people with us, though. Not that we cheated. Well, one of them he was a toddler. He's not on the show now. But the pizza was fantastic. It was about $60 altogether, and it was worth the spectacle when people would walk by and they were like, "What is that? It's a giant pizza! Oh my gosh!"
One person was like, "How much does that cost?"
Yeah, so Mickey Mouse, how much does that cost?
And it was one person.
Yeah. Well, they were probably buying for their family too. I thought the park was beautiful. There were a lot of trees. The day we went, it was kind of hot, and it was very crowded because this is a spring break week that we went there. And some of the lines we saw, and I saw later on Twitter and Instagram, went to about 2.5 hours for some of those roller coasters. And so I think the Cubot or the Line Saver would have been really helpful for most people. Now, I know that Sumner and TJ, you guys rode the bumper cars. Yep, and we rode. So you like the bumper cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's one rule. You can't go the other way.
Yes.
Also, there's one rule for me:
What is?
no turning.
No driving for him.
No driving at all?
No, I'm terrible at it.
Okay, well, you were a good backseat driver. I saw you telling TJ which way to go.
Yeah.
And then we rode the Scrambler,
Yes.
which I love the Scrambler. It's an old
At
flat ride.
first, it's scary, but
Yes.
then you get used to it.
And you actually got to ride it with Mommy too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. That's one of the rides she got to do as well.
One of
And-
the kids looked
I
like
kept,
he was
like-
constipated.
I kept like crashing. I kept like crashing in. I kept thinking I was gonna crash into the wall of
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, and I was like, Coca-Cola, no, I love you so much.
You did want to hit it from there. We did get to try a few other snacks as well. Oh,
Cinnamon bread.
yes! I was
That
wondering.
stuff was
Bread.
ridiculous. It was
Oh.
awesome.
You go to the grist mill
Yep.
and wait in a little bit of a line, and they pull it fresh out of the oven, and we just took
And
some and
You
Later
can
on,
watch them make it.
actually,
Yes.
yeah.
From
And later
scratch.
on in the day, the sweet shop actually will have it. You can go there.
but
It
it's
won't-
not fresh.
It won't be fresh, but they will have it, and you won't have to wait in the line as much.
Yes, oh, the cinnamon bread was perfect.
Yeah.
The one interesting thing, I was really tired after leaving that park.
Yeah.
We were there before 10, and we left about 5 o'clock. Park was open another 2 hours, but we were beat. Why do you think so?
We walked so much.
Because of all the hills. We're used to like Carowinds or the Magic Kingdom where it's pretty flat. But Dollywood's sort of like the Animal Kingdom where there's a lot of hills. There were a couple signs where it said ECVs and wheelchairs weren't allowed to go here because the grade was too steep.
Oh, there's one
So-
ride we can't forget about.
Which ride?
River Battle.
Oh, yes, yes. So TJ and Sumner rode River Battle twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys, tell us a little bit about the ride.
Well, you get to shoot water at people.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you're
basic
on
premise.
like a raft and you go through a little lagoon type area and you have water guns.
Instead of reloading normally,
Yeah.
you have to shoot these targets to reload.
Ah, and-
Also, if you're going to ride that, because you want to go to the line at the very back, like the second line. Don't go to the first line you see. Because if you do that, then you'll just be getting shoot out by fish. And it will not be very comfortable.
and people that are
Yeah.
watching it have water cannons and they can shoot you back.
Yeah.
Right? And then we tried to put you guys in the family dryer, but we think it was broken, so it was just like a hot French fry lamp.
It was
And-
just like walking in a volcano.
Yeah, like walking in a volcano. And I know that, Hunter and Connor, you guys walked around the park a lot.
Yeah, we went to
And
the arcade a couple times.
Went to the arcade. I know you guys did some shopping, actually. I know
Yeah.
Connor bought some fudge and some...
I probably should have bought more while I was out. I didn't realize the amount of funds I had. And they had so much neat stuff, but
And I know you bought a necklace and a jacket.
Well, the
and
necklace was for someone else.
someone
Yeah.
special. We won't talk about that on the show.
Hey.
But you guys got to cover most of the park as well.
Yeah, we went to every section actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful park. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah.
We've had a couple different ages. We had some tweens, we had some teenagers, and we had some old fogies. Me and basically, well, your mom's not old, right? Oh, she's
course.
trying to be quiet over there.
Of
She's not
course
paying
not.
attention. Of course not. And, we saw a lot of senior citizens or a lot of people that were just enjoying the park as is, walking around, because it's really beautiful. And it's hard to overstate or understate
But
how
if you-
beautiful the park was, really.
One of those words.
Yeah,
But
one of those words.
It's
Go ahead.
country shops.
Yeah.
And they have all types of stuff in them.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll tell you the history of the stuff sometimes.
Yeah, because they were doing the Festival of Nations while we were there, which is one of the celebrations. I know you guys, TJ and Sumner, you guys bought a lot of stuff at the China. It's not really a pavilion, it's more like a tent.
We bought swords.
Yes, you guys bought swords, not from the China. Little plastic swords that you then had to carry around for a half hour until you conned Mommy into carrying them around for you
And
guys.
then before we left, we bought more swords
Yes, you
that
guys.
retract and
Not,
extend.
yeah, not the same type.
Not the same type, more
No,
different,
no.
more swords from there. But
Can I actually go get one?
No, not right now. Dollywood has a lot of coasters. So I was always trying to think who's the best place for this. Do you guys think teenagers or families?
Teenagers
Think
and,
teenagers?
and adults that can't have heart attacks as easily.
It's a good way of saying that. Because
There are child-friendly rides.
Yes,
but
there
there's
are.
not as many of them.
yeah, and they're in the
And-
smaller
yeah.
sections of the
Yeah.
park.
You call
there's-
the Eagle
Lied.
a child-friendly
I said
ride.
there's not. I didn't.
No,
I
no,
said there
not
was
the
some,
wild
not
eagle.
a lot.
Not the wild eagle.
Okay.
The
and like I said-
eagle.
but there's
You're
a lot.
on the wings.
There's a lot more meant for people that enjoy thrill when they're doing roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they have a lot of great parks. They've won a lot of great awards, and I think something that's important. And I was talking to a few people earlier in the day there. Even only having been in the park for less than a half hour, I was always amazed at something that Hunter picked up on was how friendly all the hosts were. They don't call themselves cast members or employees; they're hosts because we're guests of Dollywood, and they want to treat us nice. Everybody was friendly. Everybody was happy. They really wanted us to be there, and they wanted us to have a good time as well.
Should we talk?
No,
are
you
we
can't.
just talking about Dollywood?
We're just talking about Dollywood.
Though
So-
you can't always say the same about the people that go there. I would
That's
say.
true. It was very crowded. There were a lot of people there. And when it gets hot there, it's hard at a theme park as well. Now, I know you guys bought the refillable mugs. You think that was worth it? Because it was $20 for two, and you could get 99-cent refills.
They were pretty worth it. And I have to say, with our shopping, that the free shipping,
Actually,
That-
Oh,
stuff
sending
to
it
do?
to the front of the park
Oh yeah, that was
that
was
was
really helpful.
so useful.
because you guys could do
actually,
that.
Don't have to carry around a bunch of bags all day.
Well, it sounds like overall we enjoyed the day at Dollywood. I know I sure did. My wife pushed me into getting an annual pass. I'm not sure if it's because she wants me to come back or she wants me to be away for a few days. I have no idea. So, Sumner, what do you think was your favorite part of the whole day?
Scramble.
The Scrambler? And would you recommend for people to come visit Dollywood?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. TJ, what was your favorite part of the day?
The ducks. The ducks.
You like the ducks? And do you think your friends would enjoy coming to Dollywood?
Yeah, but just don't hit the ducks.
Just don't hit the ducks? Okay, we won't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Connery,
Don't
so
do domestic violence.
what was your favorite part of the day?
Favorite parts?
Yeah, or what did you enjoy most about Dollywood? And it can be the pizza, Or the bathroom breaks?
No, the shopping really.
You did enjoy the shopping. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think your friends would like Dollywood? Maybe, maybe not.
Not my friends. I don't think they'd be the type.
Oh, that's okay. That's what we need to talk about. That's not a problem at all. And Hunter, what was your favorite part of the day?
Yeah, and like I was saying before, the atmosphere.
You like the atmosphere?
Yeah, it's just.
And do you think your friends would enjoy this, or your family even? Do you think your family, which I know very well, they would enjoy Dollywood?
Yeah.
'Cause I know
like
your
it would.
dad would love the coasters. Your mom, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I need to bring your dad back to Dollywood. That's a good
Yeah.
excuse for it. So, well, we want to thank you guys for listening to this segment where we all visited Dollywood, and I think we all had a great time. And we urge you guys to go visit Dollywood as well. All right. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hasta la vista, babies.
He's a nerd, he's a geek, but we all like to hear him speak. So listen up to the words from his speech. It's George's Book of the Week.
This week's book is Lovely, Ladies of Animation, the art of Lorelei Bove, Brittany Lee, Claire Keane, Lisa Keane, Victoria Ying, and Helen Chen. And the book was released on July 14th, 2014. I have to double check my year. So I missed this book when it came out originally. I didn't get a review copy of it last summer. And my wife picked up a copy of it, and I was so excited when it came in because I've heard such good things about it. Basically, this book looks at the art of 6 different women that work for Walt Disney Feature Animation in different types of roles. A few of them do strictly concept art, some of them do character development, some of them do some of the animation, and a lot of them, of course, it seems like from their artwork where they say they worked mostly in conceptualization, they did work on other projects outside as well. So here's a list of some of the films and other things that they worked on. Tangled, Enchanted, Frozen, Frankenweenie, Paperman, Wreck-It Ralph, Princess and the Frog, Lion King, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and of course a few more, as I've already mentioned. This is a really awesome book. I love this book almost from the first page once I started getting into it. There's no Disney art created by these talented artists, but it's a very, very well-crafted look at what inspired these artists and how they wanted to present their own art, which they saw as an extension of themselves. I'd really love to see more books like this, and I wish we had seen more books like this over the years from Disney or various Disney artists, artists in general that they've had in the studio. But can you imagine having a book like this with personal artwork from some of the Imagineers that designed the parks? I mean, we had that great book last year about Mark Davis, Walt Disney's Renaissance Man, that Jeff and I reviewed, and we both loved it. But it was still, it still focused on what he'd done for the theme park in the art, and it did explore some of his other art, but it was all just about Mark Davis. And I would love to see more of that with other artists, with the other 9 Old Men and the other Imagineers, but that's beside the point. Okay, so with the book, Lovely, we get to look at the 6 different artists and see what they chose to represent themselves through their art and through their different styles. Each of the 6 artists gets about 20 pages, and each page of the book is represented with 1, 2, or 3 different works of art, depending on the scale or the size. The artists they show different types of art in different formats to represent what inspired them to become Disney artists, Disney animated artists and conceptual artists, as well as just artists in general. To me, the book seemed like it would be incredibly influential for any artist, not just another female artist, because to see people that have reached a certain level and what they were able to experience has got to be very inspirational. And, if you have any interest at all in being an artist of any medium, then you need to pick up a copy of this book. It wasn't just all painting. One of the artists did paper cutouts, a few others did artwork, some were digital, some were sketches. They really covered a fantastic gamut between it all. And, there was some insight that they wrote along with their artwork, but to me there just really wasn't enough about the artists themselves. They linked to their outside blogs and their web pages, which was fun to explore, but I just wanted so much more. That's how good this book was. So if you're a fan of animation, if you're a fan of any of the artists that we talked about, or any of the films that we mentioned. I mean, gee, who wasn't a fan of Frozen, right? Raise your hand. Anyway, it's a great book.
You didn't see me?
No, I did. That's why I kind of...
Oh, you were ignoring me.
I didn't want the fans to see.
As per usual.
Exactly. So, you know, it was good that the art sort of did speak for them in the book. I really would have liked to have seen more about the artists themselves, but I still really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it if you have an interest in art or animation to get that feel. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a big coffee table size book with wonderful, wonderful illustrations. So this week's book was Lovely, The Ladies of Animation.
Sometimes it's a 1, sometimes it's a 2. When you gotta go, what you gonna do? It's a bathroom break. A bathroom break.
Alright, stay with me for a second, guys, because we're going to travel a little bit north of Disneyland for this bathroom break into the wilds of Knott's Berry Farm. Now, just outside the park itself is the Berry Market, which is actually one of the original buildings that Walter Knott made when he was just getting into the theme park type business as a side of attraction to his wife's chicken dinners. And in the back of the building, behind these double glass doors, you'll find the restroom area. Now, the bathrooms themselves, they're pretty nice, they're not bad, and this is the bathroom break, so technically we're contractually obligated to mention them, but I'm kind of more focused on what's just outside of them. So whether you're waiting for your companion to finish up, or you just want to take a break after you take a bathroom break, you know, explore the area right there, because just outside the bathroom is a wonderful little waterfall and rock garden. And it's actually quite peaceful. And if you see it before you go into the bathroom, and in the off chance you get stage fright, that running water may actually come in handy and compel you to go once you get inside the restroom. So it's a dual thing. And just next to it is Walter Knott's replica of George Washington's kitchen fireplace, you know, as you do, along with a water wheel and a grindstone. And it's probably one of the most historically accurate and beautiful bathrooms you will find at any theme park in Southern California. Just, you know, don't go to the bathroom by the water wheel. Actually go into the bathroom to use the bathroom, not outside. You guys know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, we should have like a legal disclaimer that we said really fast.
Communicore Weekly is not responsible for anyone going to the bathroom outside of the bathroom.
That's perfect.
Sometimes you might see it, sometimes you don't. Hey, look, what's that? It's a 5-legged goat.
Alright guys, we get it. Calm down. Trader Sam's Grotto is now open at Walt Disney World's Polynesian Village Resort.
Okay. I hadn't seen that yet on any social media.
Are you sure,
at all.
George?
Well,
are you sure? Maybe you should sign on to the thing called the internet.
The Facebook.
And have everyone tell you. Just for the record, I'm probably still going to prefer the one here at Disneyland. That's just my Disneyland snob side coming out. I'm sorry, I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway. But now, all you East Coasters can get your Sam's fix and drink all the rum that you want within reason. Just, again, another disclaimer, within reason.
Yes.
So much like the Disneyland Hotel version, the Grotto has a bunch of tributes to all sorts of things hidden within the rafters and on its walls. And in this one area, hanging above your head are a bunch of seashells dangling from a bamboo rod. And of course, these seashells act as wind chimes. But if you look closely, one of these seashells, I apparently just like saying seashells, one of these seashells has a name painted on it. And that name is Rosita. That's right, just like in the Enchanted Tiki Room, where the Birdmobile has the names of all the lovely ladies singing on the seashells in front of them, the Tiki Room's famous missing bird is mentioned here at the Grotto. So now we can all tell Jose whatever happened to Rosita. She actually wound up having a drink or two at the Grotto and decided to stay.
That sounds like a good place to stay, though.
I would think so. Well, only until midnight, until they close. Then get out.
Then you're stuck.
Sorry, guys.
Wow, well, we've reached the part of the show, not the ending yet, don't turn off your podcast just yet, where we're going to announce this week's prize winner in our Year of a Million or so, limited time cadets.
Hooray!
And, yay! Before we announce the winner, we want to remind you how to enter. Just send an email to communicoreweekly@gmail.com with your name, address, so we can send you the prize, and your birthday so we can send you something special on your birthday.
Please
Unfortunately, it's not 3D holograms of us wishing you happy birthday. We tried.
It's just a little costly, guys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was a little expensive. So, this week's prize is a Disneyland prize pack brought to you by Fairy Godmother Travel. And the winner is LC's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hooray! Congratulations, LCs.
Yes, and we know that Elle will post our prize photos often on Instagram, or she'll be in trouble.
Yes, exactly.
That's all we'll say. We're not going to say what kind of trouble, just some kind of trouble. And speaking
Wait, did we sing the same song or different songs there?
No, I was getting ready to end the show.
Oh,
We were
I
getting
was the
to
one carrying on then.
Extending the show,
Sorry.
yes. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to another episode of Communicore Weekly.
Please, wherever you watch or listen to the show, leave us a comment, rate us on iTunes, leave us a comment on YouTube, whatever it is. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Yes, and you can also email us at communicoreweekly@gmail.com and let us know what you think about us, how awesome we are, or if you've got somebody to help us with that hologram technology we're working on.
We would love to know how you do that, especially if you are, I don't know, Emperor Palpatine. Just throw it out there.
That's true, that'd be good, that'd be good.
Anyway, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Communicore Weekly.
Yep, and follow us both on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Imaginerding, and he's at Jeff Heimbuck.
And of course, give us a call on the Communicore Weekly Goat line at 424-785-4628.
And if you got any free time, visit CommunicoreWeekly.com and click on the link for Communistore, and you can buy t-shirts and pick up Communicore Weekly the musical and just have a great time, basically.
And of course, if you want to get your official cadet membership card and Communicore Weekly stickers, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Communicore Weekly, P.O. Box 432, Orange, California, 92856. And I have to say, sometimes we get so many envelopes, the post office looks at me like I'm crazy, like we're running some kind of illegal business because I'm walking out with so many envelopes in my hands and then coming back with so many more. So good job, guys.
I was going to say no comment. And if you're a really big fan of the show, don't forget to support us on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/Communicore Weekly, where we've got some extra special stuff like some demo songs, and you can find out how you can get your own song recorded as well. And speaking of recording, that's what we're doing right now. For Jeff Heimbuck, I am George Taylor.
And for George Taylor, I'm Jeff Heimbuck. Thanks so much for listening, guys and gals. We'll see you next time on Communicore Weekly, the greatest online show.
Double D.